All right, man, Torture Talk. Like, share, subscribe to the page. Hit the thumbs up button if you like the content. So today I'm going to be going through some of the channels that I see posting about Rebel Moon in their thumbnails. So I'm going to display some of their thumbnails and what they're saying about the movie on YouTube. And some of this is pretty hilarious that they're just, it's like a kind of like a joint effort to try to get Snider out of here. So and then I'm gonna give my opinion on how I feel about these guys actually doing all this. So what's this? Yeah, so all right, so let's do this, man. Let's do this. So the first one review, it comes from a guy by the name of Flame of Rebirth. And you see what his thumbnail says. Snider fans need to understand, right? So what do we need to understand? Here's my thing, right? These people go out of their way to say that Snider fans are a cult, or they're delusional, or they Snider fans don't want to just accept that what he does isn't good, or they go out of their way. But my thing is, just like you have to respect Snider fans' opinion and what they believe, they have to respect yours too, right? So if you think that their Snider fans are the cult, or they need to understand that Snider isn't that great or whatever, it's the same thing. You expect them to respect you, so you gotta respect them too. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest issue with you guys when it comes to Zack Snider. It's like y'all trying to make people not like Zack Snider. People like Zack Snider, bro. Get over it. That's what it is. They like him. So why are you so upset about it? I don't understand. You gotta make a whole YouTube about it. Oh yeah, this is what Snider fans need to understand. What are you gonna convince me not to like Snider? You gonna convince people that his work isn't good? Some of these people really like his work, bro. No matter what you say or do, they really like it. So just respect it like they gotta respect you. Simple as that. And the next one comes from The Critical Drinker, a galactic disappointment. Now look, I like The Critical Drinker. I think his channel is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? I think The Critical Drinker is one of my favorite YouTube channels of all time. But I have no problem calling him out on certain things. Now look, The Critical Drinker, to me, sometimes he goes a little bit too hard on movies. And some things I think that he particularly don't like, because that's the way he would write the movie. Not looking at it from the point of view of, well, this is the way the movie was written. You know what I'm saying? Some of the movies he do that. Now with this one here, what he says is a disappointment, that must mean that he really thought that this was going to be good to him. You know what I'm saying? He thought it was probably going to be pretty good, but he was disappointed. He did make a video saying that it kind of sucks. He did say that. Now, here's my thing, right? I think a lot of these YouTubers who put these videos out, I do believe that a lot of them are not Snider fans, and they don't like the fact that Snider has a good following. So I do believe that there is some bias, and I will say, Critical Drinker, you do have some bias towards Zack Snider, because you did say that the Justice League Snyder cut wasn't that good. You said it was okay, and to me, that's way off. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? So I think that from what I see, you do be cherry picking movies that you think is good. I believe you said, I don't know if it was Fast and the Furious, you said that it was fucking good. You said it was hell yeah, this is what it is, action movie. You know, doing like my thing is like, okay, so you gonna say that this is a disappointment, but you think that Fast and Furious or whatever movie it was one of the movies. I believe it was Fast and the Furious, and I don't think it was The Expendables. I think it was Fast and the Furious, but you clearly said that was you was excited about that movie or whatever. You had a good time, but this one you're disappointed. But I mean, listen, I respect your opinion. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But at the same time, I'm looking at it from the point of view of you do walk into this bias. You know what I'm saying? That's just that. So, John Dell. He says, more force is female crap. Well, more forced is female crap. I don't know if he meant more forced female crap, but he put more force is female crap. I guess that's what he meant. But look, here's my thing, right? So what are you trying to say? This movie is woke? I highly doubt that. And I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that in a second. But here's my thing with dudes like this, right? I don't really know his YouTube channel like that, and I don't know how big his YouTube channel is. But I do see that a lot of people do capitalize off things, and they go off of what they hear from the bigger YouTube channels, and they go off of that, and they start to formulate the opinion from other people. Now again, I don't know if that's what he did, but it sure seemed like it. If you're saying it's forced female crap, like what do you mean? What do you mean it is forced female crap? Are you trying to say that what are you trying to say? Like the movie overall wasn't just about the female. I believe that the movie was actually very well balanced with the characters. It wasn't just about Cora. She's the main character, but it wasn't all about her. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get that. I don't get that. So this one comes from Think Stories, and it says, can it be fixed? Like, what is broken about it? What do you, for you're saying, can it be fixed? But there are people that like the movie, bro. How can you say, can the movie be fixed? Like as if it failed and it's unsuccessful and nobody likes it, right? But there's people that like it. I see other reviews where people saying it's a masterpiece. So you're sitting up here saying that it can't be fixed. To who? To you? To you and your people who don't like it? Like, this one I'm not getting. This one here says, it says reviews are in 25% Rotten Tomato. Now, another thing, and I'm gonna get into this real quick. This is what pisses me off about y'all when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes and all these different these different outlets or whatever, right? Again, this is what y'all do. So you champion Rotten Tomato and you say the reviews are in when it comes to movies or people or movies that you particularly don't like or directors you particularly don't like. So you okay with Rotten Tomato going in on a movie like this? You side with them. But if it's a movie you like, then all of a sudden it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? Like Rotten Tomato is nothing. Like, why you listen to them? It's really not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Snider or somebody you don't like, then all of a sudden, or I don't even say like, because I don't know whether you like these people or not. But that's the first thing you do. This makes me believe that a lot of y'all are just grifters. A lot of y'all just do things for clicks and likes. It's like, okay, I'm gonna say this because I know people are gonna watch the video, and I know there's a lot of Snider haters, and they're gonna watch it, and I'm gonna get views. That's what it's about. You're not genuinely saying, let me review this movie. The first thing you put on a thumbnail is something derogatory so people could click in that don't like Snider and they could pile on like, yeah, you right. They don't, yeah, it's corny, it's not good. You know what I'm saying? So, and here's another one from I can't even see, I cut his name off. Well, it says failed. How did it fail? It's #1 in the world. What do you mean by fail? I don't understand this. What do you mean by fail? What is your interpretation of failed? Because if you're saying that this movie failed, in your eyes, you was looking for something more and it failed, but in the world, everybody seems to like it. Right? Okay. This is from Neurotic, right? Cringe. Now, here's the thing. Neurotic and me, I don't know him personally. I don't know Neurotic. I know he almost at 1 million subscribers. I'm a little channel. It doesn't matter. But it's a lot of things that I totally disagree with Neurotic. And there's a lot of things that I totally agree with. And that's okay, because that's what it is. But just like the drinker, to me, I believe that Neurotic has a lot of bias towards certain things. He goes into things with a bias. He don't go into it with an open mind. He automatically has a conclusion already drawn. He didn't go into this movie thinking that this movie was going to be epic. He went into this movie thinking this movie was going to be trash, right? That's it. And another thing, and matter of fact, I'm going to save that for later. I'll get into that, So I disagree with the movie being cringe. I disagree. You know what I'm saying? I disagree with that. And it is what it is. Here's another one. Disappointing. Okay, to you it's disappointing. Fine. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? If that's how you feel. But obviously there's some people that like it. And I get it. You're going to say, oh, well, Snider people. Okay, so what? People like Snider movies. That's Snider fans. They like his movies. Okay, so he got a lot of fans. So what? For you, it's disappointing. But again, this is what I'm talking about. People make these headlines because that's what they see everybody else doing. So let me just put this headline up there. Say it's disappointing. Like, okay, as if you were really into Snider like that anyway. You probably wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. And there's more. Like this one here. Failure. This came out. This one here is special to me because this one came out when he put this up and he didn't even see the movie yet. He didn't even see the movie and he put this up. And this guy used to be the biggest Snider fan, but he put this up and didn't even see the movie. So let's get into it, right? Let me tell you why most of y'all are frauds and most of y'all just want to see Snider just fail, right? First of all, y'all have an issue with Netflix. I have an issue with Netflix too. Don't get me wrong. I didn't like Cuties. I thought that Netflix do a lot of stupid shit. It is what it is. I like Snider, but I didn't like that Cutie shit. Didn't like that. But what y'all do is y'all extrapolate everything that Netflix do to everything, right? There's some things that I seen, don't get me wrong, there's some things that I seen that y'all reviewed that was on Netflix that y'all really thought was pretty good. It was some, you know what I'm saying? But here's my issue with y'all, right? Most of y'all don't like female lead characters. Everybody, I don't know about everybody, but the good portion of y'all don't like female lead characters. Now again, in some cases, I will side with you on that because I'm gonna say, okay, yeah, I don't think that every character should be a female lead, especially like in the Marvel universe where you have all these female lead characters who are just basically took over the Avengers. Now Avengers are all females, right? I get it, I understand. But see, with this movie is different because the female lead character isn't even the best character in the movie. And on top of that, they spread it out. She's the lead, but there are other characters that are just as powerful or even more powerful than her. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And don't hit me with the whole, the white man betrayed or this person betrayed. Don't hit me with all that. I don't care about that. I like the storyline. I thought it was pretty interesting. And just so happened that she's in the lead. So what? But this movie ain't woke. It's not woke. There's no politics involved in this movie. And I seen somebody say, oh, Zack Snyder failed woke attempt. Like, what? What are you talking about? What failed woke attempt? Where did he try to go woke in this movie? And I get it. You didn't watch the movie. Because if you did, you wouldn't have made that statement. So that's the thing. So the thing with a lot of y'all out here is y'all have this thing against Zack Snyder fans. It's not even Zack Snyder at this point. You have this thing against his fans and y'all really, really go hard because y'all can't stand that y'all don't like a movie and y'all think it's so terrible and his fans love it. They eat up everything he does and y'all can't stand it. Y'all hate it. And that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? My thing is like, if you don't like something, cool. But don't cut down the fans because they like it. Like people calling his fandom cultists, the Snyder fan cultists. It's like, okay, Just like you got people who follow your YouTube channel and live and die by what you say, right? You can't get mad at people for liking Snider stuff, bro. It's just the bottom line. I don't care if you don't like it, but for you to insult the fans is kind of stupid to me. Because all you doing is making him bigger and making him more popular and more stronger. You think people are gonna just automatically, and that's another thing too about Snider movies that I recognize, and I've been noticed this. A lot of y'all will say y'all don't like it at first, and then years later you'll say, oh yeah, that was actually pretty good. I seen it happen with Watchmen, and I even seen it happen with 300. There's a lot of people said 300 was trash. A lot of them. Now you ask them, 300 is like a cult it's like a classic, a cult classic, or even just a regular classic. Anybody will tell you that 300 is crazy. They will tell you that. But again, this is what they do. So I think that a lot of the critics are wrong, and I think that a lot of the fans are right. They like Snider, so what? And one more thing before I get out of here, man. Another thing too that I noticed. If you go on Rotten Tomato, right? And you go on the fans, the audience score, right? There's literally people in the audience score saying stuff like, well, this is Rotten Tomato and I can review a movie without seeing it, right? 1 star. This movie is trash and I didn't even see it. I know it's trash. Everybody hates this movie, 1 star. That's what you call review bombing. But all of these YouTubers, every one of them who hate Rotten Tomato, they okay with review bombing now. Now it's fine. It's fine. And another thing too that I noticed, most of y'all go the opposite way of Grace Randolph. See, Grace Randolph says she liked the movie, and a lot of y'all say y'all don't. See, if Grace Randolph says she don't like a movie, then y'all say y'all love it. That's how it goes. I noticed that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that in there too. I'm not a big fan of Grace Randolph, but at the same time, I noticed that y'all will just say the opposite of what she's saying. But she liked the movie. She thought it was fine. She said that she hate that it's a 2-parter, but she thought it was fine. There's a lot of people who said they thought the movie was fine, but those people gave actual reviews of the movie. They didn't go and say this movie's disappointing and everything they talked about was what they didn't like about the movie. That's not a review. That's what you don't like about a movie. It's not a review. A review is, let me go through what happened, how I felt, this was good, that's it. Breaking down a movie, that's a review of a movie. A review isn't insulting the movie saying, oh, this movie kind of sucks, it's trash, it's not a good movie. That's not a review. So it is what it is, man. But anyway, thank y'all for sharing. Thank y'all for being here. Torture Talk, you know what it is. I'm out of here, man. See y'all. Peace. Bye.